Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's recap of Big Brother 12.
Alright, so last time on Big Brother, Rachel nominated Britney and Monet.
They're pissed.
I would be too, but the brigade is thrilled.
They're just happy they're not on the block.
Alright, so Britney and Monet, they have the little cry session in the have-have-not room, as Britney refers to it.
Well, Britney refers to herself as a have-not.
Right.
No, Britney, you're just a have-not, but we'll let it slide this time.
Rachel's a stupid hooker for putting us up. The brigade has to fight their asses off for the veto.
They want to stay off the block.
That's right. Rachel's starting to feel a little bit bad for Britney. They have a little chatty in the HOH, and Britney reveals to Rachel that she wants Andrew gone.
She's starting to plant the seeds just in case her or Monet win the veto.
So, like I said, Rachel feels bad for Britney, and she makes out with Brendon to try and make herself feel a little bit better about the whole situation. I could really do without the extreme close-ups on the makeout sesh.
Please, Big Brother, I don't want to have to take an ice pick to my eyes.
Did they have a camera up her nostril or something? I felt like I was right there. Monet thinks Rachel's jealous of her. Every time she wears a skirt, she feels like STDs are airborne. I don't know if
I think that's
true.
one of my favorite quotes.
Probably. Well, Matt is married, if you remember from our welcome video. His strategy is to make everyone feel sorry for him.
So he tells everyone that his wife has this bone disease, which she doesn't.
Yeah, except he doesn't realize that Andrew is a doctor, and he's never heard of it. I wonder when Andrew's going to pull that little tidbit of information out of the bag.
I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that it was a real disease, but
it don't matter if Andrew don't know it.
I don't know. Okay, let me just say, when I heard the whole story, I was kind of like, I don't know if I trust Matt, but I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to sound like an asshole.
Right. Well, why did he think it was so funny, too, that his wife was sick?
He was laughing when he was telling people. But anyway, for the record, I knew he was lying.
Yeah, if you know the golden rule of lying, smiling and sweating are a dead giveaway. He's lying.
Yeah.
All right, so it's time to pick players for the POV.
All right, so Rachel picks out house guest choice. So she's like, Brendon!
Of course. Britney picks out Enzo, the meow.
Meow, meow.
All right, and Monet, or Money.
You got Money again!
I did. She picked out Lane. And of course, the only host in the Big Brother house.
Ragan! Hostess
Hello,
of the
Broadway. All right, so Big Brother Stock Exchange, that is the POV challenge. Everyone gets a briefcase, and they get in the Big Brother stocks, which are really dollar bills with holes in them, y'all. All right, so
Enzo was so funny during this competition.
Was. You have to stay in there for an hour, but just an hour.
Yeah.
You got to drop the briefcase to lock in. So the closest one to being in there for an hour wins.
But it's Price is Right rules.
Exactly.
If you go over, you lose.
That's right. So everybody's got a system. In fact, Monet, or Money as we like to call her, thinks that, well, there's 60 seconds in a minute and 60 minutes in an hour. So 60 times 60, if I could just count to 1,200, I'd be okay.
Oh, Monet.
I don't think it's going to work.
Yeah.
And they ended up getting bitch slapped by this dollar bill that was like going around.
Yep.
Enzo kept trying to bite it.
Yeah.
That was funny.
His strategy was funny, too. He's like, a trip to the Jersey Shore with me and the wifey and the baby in the back takes about an hour, so...
But I think he was a little bit thrown off because from the beginning of the competition, he totally had an itchy anus that he wanted to scratch. So, Lane had some problems of his own. When he was in college, first of all, I couldn't believe he went to college. And second of all, he woke up with his one hand tied up.
What the hell were you doing when you were in school?
I don't know. All right, so Britney dropped her briefcase first, and the last one to drop the briefcase was Rachel. So unfortunately, or fortunately, Rachel was at an hour and 15, so she was 15 minutes over. Now, Enzo, he was the second out. He was 1 hour and 14 seconds.
Oh my God.
He went over, which means Britney wins. She was out at 52 minutes. Ugh, and the rest, who cares? Who cares? All right, so Lane. I loved his quote. The brigade truck just blew another tire. We are out of gas.
Wrong accent.
But with Enzo's
okay.
accent. I'm not good at the southern accents like you.
It's not like the tires have gas in them. That's not where the gas goes.
No. All right. Well, Brittany's hard at work. She's trying to convince Rachel to put up Andrew as to go so she can keep Monet.
Mm-hmm.
But Monet goes up and talks with Rachel in the HOH. It just is not good. She tells Rachel that everyone thinks that Andrew is with them in an alliance. She's like, it's not true. So Monet says, I won't go after you.
Big deal.
Yeah. So Rachel talks to Brendon about putting up Andrew. Brendon thinks he's the HOH, and he doesn't want Rachel to do it.
So he's all pissed.
That's right. They have a little bit of a tiff. So Rachel, she's thinking that she can get away with putting Andrew up and keeping him as a pawn. But she tells this to some of the brigade members, and Matt gets a little nervous.
Matt's like, I'm pretty sure Andrew would go because of all the suspicion that's been surrounding him since the beginning.
I know, I'll go up.
Matt!
What are you doing? Oh my God, I think he's delirious.
I don't know, but he kept saying how him going on the block would, like, solidify his loyalty to the brigade. I don't understand what kind of crazy planet they're living on, because all of the brigade agreed that it was, like, a good move, and I was like, what?
Who cares? All right, so Rachel is suspicious of Matt. Why would he volunteer himself to be a pawn? Is he insane? All right, so Brendon has another tiff. So it's time for the veto ceremony. Brittany doesn't even let anybody talk. She's
Well,
like,
they probably did, but
I don't know.
they probably cut it out.
I'm using it on myself. Deal with it. Rachel puts up Matt. Then she goes into this weird explanation like, he's like a pawn. But, you didn't hear that from me. Sorry, Monet.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so thrilled. I did a blessing before the ceremony and I dodged a bullet. Can you believe it? I dodged it. Now I'm just going to have to wait and watch them fight it out. Oi.
Most people would be freaking out if they were on the block, but I'm not because I'm a super genius and I have totally earned the trust of the whole house and I know I'm safe. I am just thrilled. I am so pissed at Rachel because I worked so hard this week and now everything is messed up and I'm just pissed and I'm coming after Rachel. I'm pretty confident that Matt has the votes, but, as Big Brother history dictates, the pawns early on in the game, they usually tend to go home on eviction night.
All right, I'm just pissed. I'm going to kick somebody's ass. I'm not going home. I'm not giving up. And when I come back after Rachel, it's going to be sweet revenge. All right, so tomorrow, either Monet, Money, or Matt is going home. Who's it going to be? Till tomorrow. Much love.